Are you a bit overwhelmed while searching through all the pieces you would need to build a cinema rig? Are you struggling to build it because high quality cages, batteries, mics, and cables seem out of reach for your budget? Today I want to walk you through how I built out my camera and the affordable options I used to keep the whole cinema rig priced at. Hey, my name is Nathan. Today we're talking cinema rigs. And I use that term loosely because I'm not someone who creates things necessarily cinematic, but I often shoot podcasts, interviews, talking heads, and testimonials. So my rig is built in a way that prioritizes efficiency. I do this by minimizing setup and reducing the number of failure points to as little as possible. I posted a rig rundown at the end of 2024, so it's been a while since I've done an update. I will preface this though, that not much has changed, but the few parts that are different have taken me some trial and error to land on, and hopefully the sum of these parts can kickstart your search as you build out or upgrade your affordable cinema rig. My main two cameras are the Sony a7 IV. If you're building your cinema rig around that, the a7S III, the a7R5, or even the a7 V, then this first piece will work for you. This is the half cage by Tilta, and it fits those cameras perfectly with a couple of unique features. This half cage is very low profile, seeming like the goal is to make it feel like there's not a cage on the camera at all. It surrounds the left side of the camera and comes over the multi-interface shoe on top of the body to give mounting points on 3 of the 4 sides. There are 1/4-20 and 3/8 inch threads on top, 1/4-20 on the sides, and both types again on the bottom. As well as the bottom of the cage is compatible with Arca Swiss mounts. No need to add an extra mounting plate underneath if you use Arca Swiss. Also, the cage includes cable clamps for the USB-C and HDMI ports that thread right onto the cage. If you look on the bottom, another fun inclusion is the magnet that holds a small flathead tool to quickly take the cage on and off the camera. Because of all these things, this cage allows me to build it out in a very modular way, which makes setting up and tearing it down a breeze. One of the big draws to cinema rigs is having a large power source. Getting your camera set up to have all-day battery life while filming video is essential to a smooth production process. To do this, I've gone with 3 pieces that will allow us to do just that. The first is the ZGCine VP VM4 V-mount battery base plate. This is kind of like the small rig and Neewer foldable V-mount kits combined with the Neewer V-mount battery plate. It attaches to the Arca Swiss mount on the bottom of the Tilta cage and has power distribution built in for your V-mount battery in the form of 1 USB-C and 3 D-tap connections. To power this base plate, I've gone with the Neewer PS099E. This is a 99 watt-hour V-mount battery that has a small display and shows you the percentage of battery you have left, as well as what ports on the battery are drawing power and how much power they're drawing. To connect this battery to my camera, I'm using this affordable $10 USB-C right-angle cable I picked up from Amazon. It's the perfect length to stay out of the way, and the right-angle connectors keep it very low profile. You could save a little money on this rig by finding a smaller capacity V-mount battery like a 50 watt hour. When I had bought this 99 watt battery, it was the most affordable one online for only $65. Now I see most of the 99 watt batteries starting near 80 and quickly going up from there. If you're paying less than $1 a watt, then I think you're getting a fair price. But if you can wait for sales, I highly suggest getting a good deal. I've bought 4 of these now over the course of multiple sales and have had 0 issues with all of them. Now, let's talk about extra mounting options. I have these 2 small quick releases attached to the cage of my camera and the base plate of the ZGCine mount. On the bottom is the small rig RS plate, meant for their line of RS gimbals to easily place your Arca Swiss mount camera onto the gimbal. But what I found, and maybe this is common knowledge that I've only recently discovered, is that the RS plates are perfect replacements for Manfrotto style quick release plates. Because of that, I can easily switch between Arca Swiss tripods and Manfrotto fluid heads like the 502 or Nitrotex without having to take apart the rig or find another mounting plate. On top of my camera is this tiny little NATO rail from Tilta. You can find it and its part number on their website, but I had to order it from AliExpress. I couldn't find it anywhere else. It's just wide enough to attach my top handle to and feel confident it's not going anywhere. Speaking of top handles, I searched my Amazon history and I've been using this top handle on all of my cinema rigs for the past 5 years. It's affordable, adjustable, and has this cool magnetic mount for an Allen key that tucks away in the handle so you can tighten up mounting points on your camera very easily. You can slide the handle forward and back depending on how you need to balance the camera. Maybe you're using a heavier lens or a lighter battery and need to move your balance point. This will work perfectly for that. It's large enough to fit my hands comfortably, but not too big that it feels bulky. Attached to that handle via a small rig monitor mount is the AndyCine A6. The small rig mount has a 3/8 inch thread on one side and a 1/4-20 on the other, making it very easy to attach the handle to the monitor. The AndyCine A6 has been my trusty and reliable on-camera monitor since about the same time I bought the top handle. For many years, I've used others, but I've always come back to this one. They're currently on version 2 of this, but I highly recommend the A6 line from AndyCine. They have all the tools I use regularly, like false color, frame guides, focus peaking, waveforms, image flip, and LUT support. To send video and power to this monitor, I'm using 2 cables. The first, for video, is a right to left angle HDMI cable. This allows me to keep the cable snug up against the body of the camera instead of sticking out far and potentially getting snagged on stands, door handles, or even clothes as I walk by it. The next is a D-tap to 12-volt barrel cable. This is made by Elvin's Cables, and you can find the affiliate link to Amazon below. I've also included affiliate links for everything else I'm talking about today. If you use those links, thank you. I earn a small commission on purchases you make through them that helps me immensely to continue creating content like this. This cable plugs into the D-tap port on the right side of the ZGCine backplate and then runs around to the monitor to provide power. When powering both the camera and monitor, I can usually film for 6 or more hours without having to change the battery. This combination has been awesome for long shoot days or traveling from location to location, knowing I can simply power it on and press record. Finally, if we're capturing audio and doing it in a talking heads format just like this, I have 2 more pieces of this rig that I think you'll appreciate. I'm talking about the Rode Video Mic Go 2 and the Ulanzi ZJ08 mic boom pole. These 2 in combination are awesome. The Rode mic doesn't need batteries or external power. It sends signal through either USB-C for your laptop or mobile phone, or the 1/8 inch output, which conveniently plugs into the 1/8 inch extension cable built into the Ulanzi arm. That cable runs internally through the entire arm and then plugs straight into your camera. This provides clean audio, tangle-free mic placement, and little to no effort for setup because there are no extra stands to boom mics overhead. This arm extends out to about 3 feet and gets the mic in a great spot for testimonials or talking heads videos just like this. I hardly ever take this off my camera now when it's rigged up for video. Even if I'm doing a handheld interview, this is great because I can know exactly where to place the subject to get clear audio, and the framing will stay consistent from shot to shot. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. If you've stayed this far, here's the final total. This whole setup, not including the camera and lenses, is only $627. If you didn't need to capture audio, you would be under $500 for the entire video capture portion of the rig. Hopefully through this video, you were able to find a new piece of gear or new piece of info to help you build your cinema rig. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or suggestions for me to look at as we both continue to use our cinema rigs. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.